All right, guys, I got two brand new items from Mad Bob's in the United Kingdom. I got the brand new Spectre Kit right here, and then over here we got some blank picks he's just started selling. Let's first take a look at the Spectre. I'll tell you right up front, Mad Bob seems to be almost perpetually back order. I had to wait 6.5 weeks to get this. It sells for about $25, a little bit under $25 US. Everything came packed in this neat little nylon case, very slim, one of the smallest, thinnest pick cases I think we've seen so far, and that's because the picks themselves are very, very thin. You can see compared to a normal pick, let me grab this little Bogota here. These are quite a bit narrower, and that's because these are intended not so much to be everyday use, but to be a compact kit, and that's exactly what you get here. These appear to be made from stainless steel. I did soak a couple of these in some copper sulfate for about an hour. I got no chemical reaction, so I don't know what kind of stainless steel it is. It is pretty tough. I've been using these. They aren't bending on me, so I don't know what kind of stainless steel, but they probably are stainless steel. These are also not windshield wiper inserts. That's the first thing I thought when I saw these. I thought, oh, they just took some windshield wiper inserts because they're all stainless steel, pretty tough, but they're not. I measured them. They're a little bit thicker than windshield wiper, so they are a unique material cut just for this pick set. These are also, when you look at the edge, these are also chemically etched, it appears, and we're seeing that more and more frequently now. It must be a pretty efficient way to cut out picks, and the nice thing, at least our advantage, is leaves a pretty good finish, particularly when you tumble them. You almost don't have to do anything to them, particularly rakes. The edges are really not that important. Here we have a Bogota. I've got these already pre-sorted, so the first three are actually the Bogota family. These are not what I would call true Bogotas. I mean, it kind of looks like a real Bogota, but let me see if I can balance this on my hand here. And let me hold this up to another one. This is a Sparrows Bogota, which is fairly typical of what a real, true Bogota, measurement-wise, is supposed to look like. Now you'll notice that it's a little thicker, and thickness really doesn't matter. What matters, though, is the height. The height of a true Bogota is just a little bit higher. It's not really that important. The lock really doesn't care, but you should know that this, from the Mad Bob's kit, this Bogota is really kind of a hybrid between a true Bogota and what we call the worm. It looks like the profile of a Bogota. It has the sharp angles of a Bogota, but it has the height of the worm. So the advantage of this, of course, be that it's a wider frequency and it'll fit into shorter keyways than a real Bogota. So I just thought you'd like to be aware. A lot of you guys, if I didn't point that out, there'd be a lot of complaints, I guess. Here's what we get. I'm not going to bother to orient those because in the UK, those top two are oriented correctly. We have the single, we got the double, and then we got the triple Bogotas. All these are shrink wrapped, of course. And the next family are the Montserrats. Let me grab these. Get these kind of spread out here. Again, we got a Montserrat on the top, the Montserrat aft in the center, and a Montserrat 4, orient that for you US guys, on the bottom there. Again, all these are 24 thousandths, which is 0.6 millimeters. These last two are a little bit different. This is a unique profile to, I've never seen it before, so it's probably unique to Mad Bob's. It's kind of a mixture between a Bogota and a snake. And then you get a reverse snake on the backside. So it's nice to have options. And then the last one, of course, is what we commonly call the ripple pick. Now, the ripple pick has the same issues as the Bogota. This is the normal ripple that we normally use. This one is from Tool, so it's kind of an industry standard. And when we compare it to the other, they look very, very similar, but of course they have different frequencies and different heights. So while I'm going to call this a ripple, it's a little bit, it's almost like a half size ripple, half scale. On the tensioners, now with rakes, of course, top of the keyway is going to get in your way. So they really only give you bottom of the keyway. The odd thing, though, is that they have two of this exactly the same width. I would have preferred a large or a wide one, a medium one. We get two wides. One is with a twist and one is without. I'd rather get a medium without a twist and that way I can twist them if I wanted to. But yeah, took one of the same, it's the same width as the wide one, except they've cut it down. All these are really well finished. There's no sharp edges. They've rounded them off, buffed them and tumbled them, and put shrink wrap on every single one of these. Great little kit, good selection of rakes. My only issue, let me grab the Bogota again. I really like holding these things. It comes down to ergonomics. For me, personally, I mean, the length is correct. It fits on my finger as if I were going to be raking. Everything is correct. The only thing that, at least for me, feels a little bit odd is the height. It's a little awkward trying to keep something with this short profile oriented perfectly up and down. It tends to get away from you when you're raking vigorously. When you slide it in the keyway and you push it up into the top against the pins, it kind of self-aligns in the keyway. It will stay straight. You can literally hold it like this and rake it, but feel-wise, it's just a little bit odd when compared to what I would consider to be kind of the normal height that we're used to. It's just different. Not bad, just takes a little getting used to, I think. Anyway, there you go. That's the Spectre Kit from Mad Bob's. About $25, all stainless steel. 24,000, 0.6 millimeters. Let's take a look at something else here. Let me push him off to the side. This is something new. This is the Mad Bob's blank set. You get 4 of these for $8.35. Kind of cool. These are exactly the same as the other Mad Bob's profile, except the front. That's why they're called blanks. They've left them really wide, and you can cut them into whatever profile you want. Even if you wanted to make one of the wide ripples, there's plenty of meat on there to do it. You could probably make a deep hook and anything smaller than that. If you wanted a postal hook, that's probably not quite thick enough, but for most applications, I think these are really nice. $8.35 for 4 of them. Not a bad deal. Another thing they do throw in, if I can get this over here, they do throw in some profiles. Now, these probably won't show up very well on the camera. I've pulled one of them off. There's every profile that they have in all of their kits, it's there. It's just difficult to see because it's all white. But I pulled one off. This is the one for the Bogota, and you can see all you'd have to do is transfer this onto the blank, and you could cut your own picks. Why you'd want to do that, because you can buy a normal pick already pre-cut as a Bogota or any of the other profiles for about $1 more. So you're doing a lot of work for $1. But if you've got some kind of weird experimental profile, that's the true advantage of these things. If you can come up with some weird pick profile, you want to make your own for some unique application, that's the beauty of having these pre-done blanks. You don't have to worry about any of that other stuff. You just very quickly grind off the tip and you're ready to go. $2 and some change each. Not bad. It's going to be a big work saver, time saver. Anyway, guys, there you go. The Spectre Kit and the blank picks from Mad Bob's in the UK. Be giving all this away as one giveaway. And if you want it, hey, there's a website. Go to the website, click on the big purple button, and you could win all this stuff. And guys, while you're there, I don't often mention how easy it is to register for all of the other giveaways. There's a total of 4 giveaways every week. It's the review item, and then every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I've got additional giveaways. Usually some Mad Bob stuff, some Sparrow stuff. It kind of varies, but every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I give away some kind of cool gift. Trying to spread the sport, trying to spread lock sport around the world. I'll send it anywhere. Anyways, all you got to do is register, and if you're the lucky name that's drawn, I'll be happy to send it to you. Appreciate your time, guys. Stay safe. Stay legal.